Well, long before my days at Money Matters, I was actually a camp counselor in Plymouth, Massachusetts. And when I knew we were coming back to Plymouth to do our special program here, I thought it would be crazy if I didn't come down to the hidden jewel in South Plymouth, Cape Bourndale. Standing with me is the owner of Cape Bourndale, Arnie Gerson, my former boss and the current camp manager here. Thank you so much for having us. 75 years you've been operating here. Tell me a little bit about what transpired over the last 75 years.
75 years in a small capsule. You know, it's just an interesting story. When my mom and dad came here in the late 30s, as we had talked about before, teachers, he was a teacher, taught for many, many years, got into camping. He had a young family that he wanted to provide for. And in 1938, he started a camp in Marshfield for another family. And then he said, you know, if I can do it for them, I'm going to try to do it for myself. So in 1939, my mom and dad were looking at a camp, and this was actually run by the Quincy Girl Scouts, and they were looking for somebody to take over the mortgage. And so they took the chance. You know, they were city people, but they were willing to come to the country, and that started Cape Bourndale in 1939, and we just celebrated our 75th. And I got to tell you, it's been a glorious ride. We're delighted. The people that we've been in touch with, the effect we've had on their lives, the effect that they've had on my life, being able to contribute and give to people has just been a blessing.
This place for all of us is much more than a job. We're basically a real big family. We work a lot of hours, Chuck. We have school groups in during the week and then 2 or 3 weddings a weekend. We all pitch in, but we spend a lot of time together. And that's what you have to do to have a successful business, especially in this type of climate.
Kids have a chance to grow, mature, experience in a way that you really can't in any other context. And one of the outstanding features of what's occurred is we now have a very substantial international population. People from France, Germany, South America, Mexico, Argentina, all coming here during the summer. So these are things that really make this place unique, different, exciting. And for our local kids, they have a chance to learn about other cultures, and certainly the other cultures here have a chance to learn about the United States from our kids. So it's very, very special.
Because of the culture, because of what's going on, because of the economy, our type of camping, 3.5 weeks, 7 weeks, really is kind of going by the boards, so to speak. You have your parents who really went to camp as a kid and understand, you know, it's not really just daycare. You know, it's independence. It's learning to work together with other kids.
One of the things that we're very concerned about is to remain relevant. We have a wonderful asset, a beautiful, beautiful facility, but it's got to be something that people really want to use. So as a result, in the last years when I left teaching, we are an outdoor education center. We do 7 months of environmental programs, primarily middle school students from different school districts come here for a week at a time in a marine science-based program. And for many of them, it's the most exciting part of their educational experience. Having a facility of this type, we're now getting into weddings and corporate functions. So the idea of remaining relevant and offering enough so that the asset really becomes profitable, we can really keep going and doing the things that we genuinely like, which is primarily being with people and offering a service that they can't get elsewhere.
I would say the thing we'd like to promote is our uniqueness. The fact that we can do so many different things, weddings, corporate outings, retreats, training, college groups, anything we can do. And the big thing with us is no matter how big or small your group is, you're the only ones here. So there's a real sense of intimacy and community. So for a corporate outing, when they come here, they can spend the day here. They're the only ones here. We can do project adventure training. We can do group work with them. You have a big, beautiful facility, plenty of meeting rooms here as well, also a beautiful waterfront. So they can kind of create their own day.
Well, Arnie, this is amazing, and certainly, hopefully, I'll be able to come back for the next 75-year anniversary. Well, there's been great advances in medicine, so I'm sure I'll be able to come back.
I'm planning to be here, Chuck, so I hope we see you then.
Well, it looks good for 75, so if we could only all be so lucky.
There you go. Thanks so much. It's been my pleasure. It's been great to see you after all of this time and how well you've done. So congratulations, and we'll talk to you soon.
We'll see you soon.
Still ahead, Dave McDonough and Chuck tackle your hot seat questions.